All three of us, Bolt Bros, were there, had a fantastic time. Thunder Alley East showed up, great time. Chargers fans showed up, amazing atmosphere. It was almost like SoFi East for us. It was a phenomenal time at the game against the Cardinals. What a dramatic way to win that one on that drive and go for the 2 point. Hey, it was time to put the game on the line and the season on the line, in my opinion. And it was major for us. I love seeing Big Balls Staley do his thing. I want to see more of that. In my opinion, that's what makes him a good coach. He makes those ballsy decisions when you need to. So, once again, fantastic game against Cardinals. Big win for the Chargers, by the way. I want to talk today a little bit about the playoffs so far. Playoffs, we're talking about playoffs. Yes, we're in it. 6-5. We are in it. We are playing against the Raiders this week. Major, major game this week for us. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one happen for us. This is one of those games that has a winnable chance for us to be able to keep things going to go 7-5 against the Raiders. So love to be able to see that happen. What's crazy is that we have a chance to be able to go 4-2 this season versus the division. Wild to think about that. And two of those games, obviously versus the Chiefs that we lost, those could have been winnable based games for us. So it's wild to think about that. So either way, we got to think of what's in front of us, the Raiders. Looking forward to that game. Major game, big game. Looking forward to the game. I wanted to chat just a little bit about the playoffs. Now, I mean, we're sitting at the 9 seed right now. And, we have actually quite a bit of teams in front of us. We have about 5 teams currently sitting here right now in the playoffs run right now. We have the Patriots at 8 seed. I believe it goes to the Jets, Bengals, Dolphins, Bills, kind of keep coming back and forth between division number 1 and number 2. So I'm going to talk just about the Jets initially here and just talk about where they are sitting at. Crazy thing about them is that they are, now a quarterback team with Mike White, and they're still not committing to him after he had a phenomenal game against the Bears. And once again, the Bears are a pretty depleted team right now. But this is what their schedule looks like right now. Coming up Sunday, they are playing against the Vikings. Now, wild to see that game. Go Vikings. Let's go. Let's make it happen. That's a huge game for us. That is a big, big game for us to be able to watch because obviously they lose. We come in. We basically start to jump right into the playoffs mix. So the 6 and 7 seed right now are pretty open right now for us to be able to find a way there. That win against the Cardinals puts us in pace to be able to stay in that race. So looking super forward to that game. And then looking forward with the Jets season ahead, they play the Bills the next week after that. Big game for them too. Lions, Jags, which once again, those Jags are I don't know who they are because they seem like they could do great one week and then terrible for the next couple weeks, but they did play a great game last week to be able to beat the Ravens. So, and then the Jets play Seahawks and then the Dolphins to end the season. Once again, guys, I'm emphasizing here, the AFC East is going to be beating themselves up quite a bit. So once again, this season is going to be interesting from the AFC East perspective. So let's go Vikings. Bottom line for this one. Let's jump over to the Patriots here and talk about what the Patriots look like for next week. So Patriots are obviously at the 8th seed right now. They are out of the playoffs at this moment. But guess who they're playing on Thursday night? The Bills. Whoa, watch out now, guys. So let's go Bills. Bottom line on this one. We need them to be able to beat the Patriots, push them out even further, push them out. Now we just need to keep pace with them, and we need to take advantage of this week of games because there is a lot of huge matchups to where if we beat the Raiders, we could basically be right in the thick of things and to be able to gain ground in this situation for the playoffs. So, hey, a lot of people that we chatted with over at the Cardinals game, hey, they know their season is still long. It's still a great chance for us to be able to find a way to the playoffs. AFC East is going to be beating themselves up for the next 6 weeks. Obviously, the Bills-Patriots game this Thursday, massive game for all of us to watch. Patriots-Cardinals here in Arizona. Patriots-Raiders. Hey, Raiders would be great to be able to see if they could beat the Patriots. The Bengals-Patriots, that's an interesting one. We'll see where that kind of goes. Dolphins and Bills to end the season for the Patriots. Tough road ahead for them. So bottom line, what's in front of us, what matters the most right now. It's not what is past this week. So there's a lot of games ahead of us and ahead of us and ahead of for them that could really shift things around for the season. So let's go Bills Thursday night. Now let's talk about the Bengals here. So let's go into the Bengals season schedule right now and see where they are at. Now, Bengals play the Chiefs this week. Let's go Chiefs. Hate saying that, but let's go Chiefs. And it is in Cincinnati. They are going to play a pretty tough team. I think the Bengals might have a little bit more healthiness or health coming back for them. Jamar Chase could be coming back. I'm not sure about Joe Mixon at the moment. It's still kind of early in the week, but we'll see where that kind of lands with them. And once again, with the Bengals, they still have the Browns, who are now going to have Deshaun Watson again. And then you got the Bucks, who are still fighting to be able to get that division or a playoff spot. Patriots, Bills, Ravens. Brutal schedule once again for the Bengals. They have playoff, basically next 6 weeks, they're playing the playoffs pretty much. So big time for them. They are sitting, I believe, in the 7th seed right now in the playoffs race. So interesting to see where they are at. Let's talk about the Dolphins. Actually, let's talk about the Bills. Let's go back to the Bills here. Let's talk about where the Bills are currently at right now. So the Bills, it's an interesting thing where they're sitting at. They are currently, I believe, I think they're in second place right now in the AFC East. What a beast division, my gosh. So they are currently at the second. They're second in AFC East, and I believe they are in the 6th position for, is it 5th? I think they're 5th, actually, with 8-3. They're in the 5th position and just fighting for first place between the Dolphins. So once again, we talked about the Bills-Patriots game. Thursday night, massive game for us. Hopefully Josh Allen shows up. Hopefully that defense finds a way to slow down the Patriots run game and really shut them down. Then the Bills play the Jets. It's a pretty big game for them. The Bills versus the Dolphins, massive game once again. Bills, Bears game. Christmas Eve. Bengals, Bills, Patriots, Bills. Once again, the Bills are going to be beating up the AFC East. That is, what is that? 4 of their 6 games are AFC East opponents. Once again, guys, I'm keep saying this. We are going to have a lot of games where they're just going to be beating each other up. So this division is going to shake up quite a bit. It's wild to see how this is all kind of panning out for them in the AFC East. So crazy to be able to see that. So let's go Bills on Thursday night. Now let's go over to the Dolphins. We got, I know I'm not trying to look ahead, but we got the Dolphins coming into town in 2 weeks. So it's going to be an interesting one for us. And I'm hearing some chances that they're going to be shifting that one, flexing that one into a third or a Sunday night game, actually. So, I think it really kind of is going to dictate on what's going on for this weekend's game. So Dolphins playing Niners. Whew. Big game. McDaniels is back. McDaniel is out there. Mike McDaniels is back there to the Niners. He knows that system. He knows that team pretty well. It's going to be a wild game. Niners defense is legit. They have Jimmy G out there. I know Mike McDaniels knows that quarterback, knows that system, knows that defense. So it'll be interesting to see how that one kind of pans out. Then the Dolphins obviously come to Chargers. We'll see how that one kind of pans out for us. I think it could be a very good game all around. Once again, guys, we're going with the Dolphins versus the Bills. Once again, beating up on the AFC East. Packers, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins. Once again, guys, there is 3 of their 6 games are against AFC East. You got to remember, they are going to beat itself up. They are going to sit there and shake up this division. Chargers just need to stay pace in some way or another for the next 6 games. They have a great chance, guys. This is amazing to be able to see all around, guys. So I'm looking at this as Chargers need to basically find a way to be able to win this weekend. That's key. I'm still looking at it as we could potentially go 4-2 for the rest of the season, find a way to get to 10 wins. And I still think that is very, very possible for this team. Now, I get it, guys. everybody's been chatting a lot about, hey, bad defense, offense looks bad. I get it. If you go back to my brother Andrew's video and kind of going over the Monday transcript that Brandon Staley's press conference after the game, he chatted a lot about, hey man, I get it. We could give up a lot on the run game, but guess what? We just cannot allow on the pass game to go. And I've been saying that quite a bit too. We need to be able to just hold off one side of the offense and they could kind of work heavily on the other side. Brandon Staley's philosophy seems like, hey, you could run the ball all day you want. You just can't throw deep on us. You can't get big explosive plays on us. And I think that's a really, really good philosophy in the situation that we're having right now. We're finding a way to kind of not allow explosive plays on the run game. I get it, 180 something yards or whatever we're giving up. 141, I think, is our average that we're giving up. That's a lot of yards on the ground. But at the same side, it's not beating us. We're finding ways to stay in games. We're finding ways to be able to hold off the pass game. We'll let them run the ball on us all day. But if you could just hold off their pass game, that's major for us. Just to give you guys kind of an idea of that, as a team, we currently are defensively. Let's see here. We are currently we are giving up about 217 yards per game. Roughly, it's about kind of in the middle of I think we're about 18th in the league, give or take. I'm just kind of eyeballing it for us. That's not too bad, keeping it kind of that middle point of the defenses in the league. And as a team, obviously against with our rushing game, we're not doing very hot, but as a team, we're giving about 368 yards per game. Not pretty by any means. Now, once again, of that amount of yards, we're giving up about 151 on the ground. But guess what? We're finding a way to stay in this game, guys, and stay in the season. I'm giving a big shout out. And once again, we have been pretty critical about the offensive play call. I mean, everybody, he really seems to really dislike Lombardi. I get it 100%, guys. But look, that 2-point call was a huge call. Fantastic call. I saw somebody put a comment out there that says, of course, Joe Lombardi's going to be able to get a 2-yard play and make it work. And, that's the thing. When me and my brother are watching these games, we're always sitting here saying, hey, look, Lombardi keeps playing the small ball game, 2-yard, 3-yard type situational type plays. But at the same side, it seems like when the game is really truly on the line, Lombardi finds a way to be able to open it up. And what is that to me? The way I'm seeing it as, and what is he doing? He's letting Justin Herbert throw the ball. And I'm seeing that as when we start throwing the ball and being very smart about it, this offense looks totally different. And it's exciting to be able to see that because we know Justin Herbert. And I've been kind of critical a little bit in my mind about Justin Herbert needs to find ways to take over games. And guess what? Against the Chiefs, what did he do? He found a way to be able to put us in front of, or basically get the lead late in the fourth quarter to be able to give us a chance to win the game. Now, our defense didn't back us up for that. I get it 100%. I was at that game and it was crushing to be able to see that. But what did he do against the Cardinals? Perfect drive, great drive, ended it with a 2-point conversion and just looked like Hollywood Herbert, some people said. We need to see a little bit more things with Brandon Staley to be able to just kind of be big ball Staley. I kept yelling that out after the game, walking out of Cardinal Stadium there. I call it Jiffy Pop Stadium because it looks like that old school Jiffy Pop. And we need to see a little bit more of that. Be aggressive, find more aggressive offensive play calls, and be more aggressive when it's necessary. So all around, guys, I'm excited to be able to see this game against the Raiders. Once again, family, trust, respect, and we're looking forward to this game this weekend. But guys, looking forward to be able to get your guys' comments, thoughts, ideas on what I have presented to you guys today to talk about the playoff scenario. Once again, guys, let's talk about it. Like, subscribe, share our video. Let us know what your thoughts are about the playoffs. A lot of people seem very critical about it. 100% get it 100%. So let's go, guys. Talk about it. Let's keep talking about it. And I know we got great things ahead of us, guys. So once again, James from Bolt Bros, let's go.